Welcome back to the Random Friends Squad podcast, a tripod episode, if you will.
Ooh.
I'm here with Mike.
Mike.
And Jason.
Jason!
Or JSON. For you loyal listeners, there has been no lapse in episodes, but for us, it's been 2 weeks since we hung out, since we double-bagged an episode last week.
Ooh, I like double-bagging.
No, double bag means when you get like a bottle of wine and you put it in a bag and then they put it in another bag because like, so you have.
I'm pretty sure double bagging means double condoms and friction makes condoms tear. But anyway.
Double bagging is when the girl you're fucking's really ugly and you have to put 2 bags on her just in case one falls off.
Oh, paper, plastic.
No, you
don't work out too well with the
dude, one on your head and one on her head.
Do you have beers today, Jason?
I have beers.
What do you have?
Hopnosh IPA.
Oh, you have like a real real IPA. Mike's got water.
This one's called the California Drought. And I'm drinking.
Oh yeah, that's
careful putting that on camera, bro. They're gonna come find you.
Dude, whatever. Right? YOLO. I did the ice challenge over a patch of grass for all you haters.
Oh,
the grass is happy.
The grass was brown.
So. I did not do my ice challenge. This is why I did not do my ice challenge. Everybody that I was up in Mackinac with, there was 4 of us. We all got nominated for the ice bucket challenge, and so we were like, yeah, we're gonna do the ice bucket challenge. And I was like, cool, I'm gonna go get buckets. So I went to the shed and I got buckets. In the time that it took me to go to the shed and get the buckets, I came back and nobody wanted to do the ice bucket challenge anymore.
Disassimilated.
Fuck the ice bucket challenge. I'm not feeding into your Facebook bullshit. Fuck that. I'm like, what the fuck happened? We're about to ice bucket challenge.
They had time to think about it.
They're like, it's cold outside. It was cold. It was very cold.
The ice bucket challenge fails are awesome.
Oh my god, yes.
All of them, just seeing everybody's wives and girlfriends just get hit by like oversized buckets, by the husbands holding it by like the thick rope or the lid of the igloo.
They throw it at her.
Yeah, just crack.
I saw one girl like go running and like smash into a post like after she got it dumped on her. She's like, "Oh, it's cold!" She smashed into a post.
Oh god, yeah, those are always so entertaining. I keep watching this one with this guy. Yeah, he has this huge like storage container full of water, and he goes to dump it, and he doesn't even tilt it before it falls out of his hands, and just lands on this chick's head and her neck, like she's like dead. God.
I like the one where the chick's on her horse, and she just dumps it on herself, and the horse is all like, "Fuck this shit," and Mr. Ed fucking bones out, and she goes Christopher Reeves over the fucking front of the horse onto the ground, and like I don't know, that's where it ends. She didn't move anymore.
Oh no!
But she was done. I was like, oh, I was happy with. I was pretty happy with that. Oh
man, I haven't seen that one. That sounds great though.
Yeah, it was like on Fail Army or something.
Oh god.
I was gonna do mine standing in Lake Michigan because when I was on vacation, it was like bad weather the whole time. It was all cold and rainy and shit. So I was gonna just go stand out in cold ass water of Lake Michigan and do the ice bucket challenge, but nobody wanted to dump water on me. From the lake. Nobody wanted to walk out on the lake to dump it.
Yeah, what the hell?
They would have had to walk out into the lake with me. And
oh my ankles! Oh my god! sorry, Jason's family and future family.
Lake Michigan just sounds gross. I mean, like, if I'm gonna go in Lake Michigan water, I'm gonna have to buy like a swimming condom for sure, and a butt plug because I don't want any creepy crawlies going into my.
Is that a thing? Like,
I don't know.
Swimming butt plug.
I would think swimming.
This isn't for sexual purposes. This is just for if you're swimming in nasty water.
Yeah.
You know what? I swam in the nasty water of Long Beach. I'm not too worried about Lake Michigan.
Yeah.
Where we're at in Mackinac, Lake Michigan's clear, man. You could like see all the shipwrecks and stuff. Like we went and saw some of the shipwrecks. It was kind of cool.
That is pretty cool.
I have questions about that. Okay, it might sound dumb, but is there beach sand there, or is it just like cliff? Because when I saw Lake Michigan, and it was just like this, and it was like rocks. And
it depends.
Like
I mean, it depends where you're at. The water's up about 2 feet from where it was last year. So what used to be rocks is now covered by water. So it's like kind of sandy. It's kind of like eroding the land, so it is kind of cliffy because it's there was a beach there. And then the water came up, so now it's like eroding and making a new shoreline. So,
science.
I don't want to go into Lake Michigan, and I do want to know if there's swimming condoms. What would a swimming condom be? Would it be like just like a looser condom?
I mean,
Why would it be looser?
wait, are you putting
So,
this
like,
condom over your whole body or just over your fucking?
Oh no,
door?
just like not like
That's-
the tie
that's
off.
what I
Well, not the
pictured.
zip tie part. I'm talking about like the balloony part. It didn't have to be like it doesn't have to be like a wetsuit, or it could be made out of a wetsuit or a GoPro case. Those
Wait.
things hold water out.
I still need clarification. Are you only putting this on your junk, or are you putting this over your whole body? Because that's what I can't figure it out.
Up until you just mentioned that, just my junk, so nothing crawled in my pee hole when I went swimming in Lake Michigan.
See,
Yuck.
when you said condom, I thought you were just like putting yourself in a huge condom and just getting in the water. Like, I don't know why.
Why don't you just put a clothespin on your dork?
Because we all saw what happened to all of us during the clothespin challenge and how well that turned out.
That's true. That was our last random friend squad episode.
I
It
may
was so
have
bad
not
it
done that.
ended us.
I may have not done it.
I love that one.
You're lucky. It sucked.
Sore topic.
I dressed up as Dan.
Did you really?
Oh, that was good.
I mean,
love
I
that.
totally watched it. What are you talking about?
I made myself a little mohawk, and
Aw.
I made a Green Lantern T-shirt.
Mike checked out by then. He didn't even
I'm
watch
sorry,
the
dude.
video.
I was in school. Life sucked.
Oh,
But
you haven't even watched the last random friend squad video.
yes, I did. What are you talking about? It was episode 6. We just did it. Anyway, back to like gross water. Okay, have you guys ever had the like alcoholic drink, LA water? It's like a super
No.
foofy drink. It's pretty much a whole bunch of alcohol, and it ends up looking black. Like when not black, like you can still see through it, but it's like black.
LA water.
It's LA water, exactly. And so like they make it like Long Beach water, LA water. They have like different renditions, but it's all pretty much the same thing. And I didn't know if you guys had tried it, and if you did, I want to know if somewhere in Chicago if they called it the same thing or not. But
Water's not that gross though.
but that's
I'd
what I'm saying.
imagine
Like,
it'd
so
be-
can you go ask for an LA water in Chicago, and they're like, yeah, that water fucking sucks, or like you know, like I don't know.
Just get clear vodka.
They'll
I
just
imagine,
be like, here you go.
I imagine it being kind of like a Long Island iced tea, but more like maybe like some Jaeger in it to make it just black and just.
It's just a lot of like green and blue colored drinks. Like Midori, like blue curacao, like
Oh,
yeah,
heartburn.
yeah, and it's foofy. Like it tastes really sweet. So you know, I'm all up in that LA water.
Mike drank 3 this weekend.
I drank two, because okay, because I went to a pool party this weekend and it was a lot of fun. Me and Mike C, Milk Mike, we got to hang out for the first time in a while, and he brought a handle of Fireball whiskey, and I was like, well, that's gonna be gone by the end of the day because it was a long day, and so yes, Dan.
What's the handle? What's the handle? What measurement is that?
Oh, it's a 1.75
Oh,
liters.
it's like
it's
the
big one.
Costco big top. Okay.
Yeah, so 1.75
thank you.
liters.
The bottle of liquor that
not-
has a handle.
I'm not hip to this slang. I'm
Sorry.
barely trying to work YOLO into my
Oh, shit,
repertoire.
dude.
So,
I'm
okay.
sorry,
Okay.
I'm sorry. Anyway.
You got a handle.
So we took it down throughout the day with a couple other friends or whatever. I said that weird. Anyway, we ended up going to Silky Sullivan's after, our local Irish pub, where I could actually walk to it, so it's super dangerous. But I didn't have much money, so Mike's like, "Oh, I'll buy you a drink." And I'm like, "All right, cool." And without even asking, this guy gets me an LA water, and I'm like, "Okay." And
Somebody
then-
knows you pretty well.
yeah, I was like, I'm down, like, thanks for the drink. And so pretty much, like, he's really trash, and I've gotten a tolerance because I'm hanging out with all these alcoholics lately. And so, like, I feel fine. I'm like, what the hell's wrong, dude? I just drank so much liquor, like, okay. So I drank my LA water, and then he, like, deuced out. I came with him and another friend, and they both just, like, left me within 5 minutes. But they both left their drinks behind, so I took their drinks. So I'm sitting here with 3 free drinks, and it was a good night. Mike ended up passed out in front of Denny's that night, literally like on the grass in front of the sign, and and then the other one ended up puking in my bushes. So it was
How did you
great night.
get
that was a
him
Sunday.
off the ground?
Oh, I didn't. Mike, the Uber's here. Let's go. Mike, the Uber's here.
You shooting the shit? You shooting the shit? All day long.
Milk.
So that was my my weekend adventure. Even though we kind of derailed for a second, but I guess that's what the podcast's about.
That's what it's
Yeah.
about this week.
Are we on to weekend adventures?
Weekend adventures.
Let's
Let's
do
do it.
I went to see Guardians of the Galaxies.
Heyo.
Yes, finally, so good,
so awesome.
Tell
it was a
me.
tiny bit cheesy, but I don't mind it
It's
because it
Disney
was so
and Marvel.
Fun. So fun.
It
Everything
was.
was so funny and fun, and it was so cool.
Aren't you in love with Groot?
I like Rocket Raccoon.
Oh no!
Oh, Blake is though. Blake, I love Groot too, but Blake is way in love with the after credit scene where Groot's all
Oh my
dancing and stuff.
God,
He was all
so
happy.
adorable.
Jason don't know.
I want it so bad. He's just
Hang
like,
tight.
I'm not allowed to see it because
Yeah,
it
we
has
know.
a raccoon in it.
What's that mean?
we talked about this, didn't we?
Yeah, we talked about this.
His fiance does not like
So
raccoons.
I thought Rocket was the best part of it, and it was good. So we get home and Blake's all like, "Oh, the movie was cool," and he's like, "Why is the guys like the one of the police officer Nova Corps guys was John C. Riley, like the actor guy? He's just
Talladega Nights."
And his wife was pink, like like his space and stuff. And he was like, "Why was his wife pink?" I'm like, "Dude, there's a talking raccoon in a tree that regenerates." You're worried about the skin tone
of his family, like out of all the things.
Yep. But it was great. All the previews for the new movies coming out looked really good.
Yes.
So I was happy.
Dude,
it was a good
I'm
time
so
at
glad
the
you liked
theaters.
it. How did you like the soundtrack? I thought they had so much awesome music in that movie.
Well, all the other podcasts I listened to, all the nerd podcasts, they've all gone and seen the movie like a few weeks ago, and it's like, dude, did you buy the soundtrack to it? I'm thinking in my head like, what? And they're like, yeah, man, I totally went right to to Sam Goodies and got it and stuff. And I'm like, what's on there? And then I'm like, oh, okay, it was like old school songs. They probably paid about $100 for the royalties for those old school songs, but they were great. But it was all like old school songs. So then I understood like, oh, okay, they're like time hits from back in the
it wasn't like a score. Like you're not going to listen to like Danny Elfman or some shit. So
yeah,
it
was fun. Even like if we drugged you to see it, Jason, you would at least laugh at the jokes. Like it was at least good jokes.
Yeah, it was in good taste.
Yeah. So what about you, Jason?
I drove 11 hours.
So much fun
in a day. Yeah. Saturday. All right. So I'll just go about vacation. So what had been happening was we went on vacation. The first day we got there, it was rainy. Like we left after work on Friday, and it was I got there like at 4 a.m, and it started raining like right when I finished unloading the car. It starts pouring rain, so the weather was all shit. And the next day we woke up and the weather was all shit, and then it started to clear up, and then her sister and her little brother arrived. And we had a little bit of sun. There was a really cool. There's a sky park up there, where there's only like 9 in the United States, and it's like a super 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 dark area of land. Like there's no light pollution around it, so you could see like every fucking star in the sky. Like I couldn't even see. Like I could move my head like back and forth. I couldn't get all the stars in my vision. Like I could see the Milky Way like crystal clear. Like. Oh man, it was amazing. It was awesome. And we had a great time. Then the weather was crap for 4 days, and we stayed inside and we did a bunch of puzzles and played Cards Against Humanity. And I forgot I have my expansion packs, and I put all the black cards in 2 of the expansion pack boxes, but then I forgot one of the expansion packs at home that had all the black cards, so we had like this many black cards. So that was kind of shitty, but it was cool. And then Thursday, her parents and her older brother and his wife and family showed up, and he had the boat with him, so we went out on the boat, and that was fun in Lake Michigan. We had some good times. We drove over to Mackinac Island and circled around, and then the next day we went to a bunch of other islands, because there's a bunch of islands like all around there. So we went to all these different islands. It was really cool. And then Saturday we went tearing out, and the weather was really bad, and there was like crazy fog and like 3-foot waves coming. So we're in this little boat, and we're like whoa, pow, whoa, pow. I'm like, he's got it all pitched up like this to make it over the waves. Sandy's sitting in the very back of the boat, and I just see her face like, because there's these waves that are like level with her, like coming up. Like it was a little sketchy. We got caught like in a little it's called prop wash, and it's like where like the wave kind of comes behind you and you're just feeding the wave, so you're not going anywhere even though you have your shit gun. So we were like kind of out in Lake Michigan stuck in this, and it was a little sketchy. He's like, what do you guys want to do? I'm like, let's go back in. And
I lost Mike.
Yeah, I got disconnected. But it's still recording, and I can see you guys. Can you guys see me?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, go now.
So then Sunday, we drove home. Her brother and his family left about an hour and a half before us, and they have 2 babies. And his truck was overheating a little bit towing the boat. So we happened to run into them, and he was like, why don't you follow me? That way, I can, if anything happens, you guys can be behind me. So we were doing about 80 the whole way, and then we got behind him, and he could only do 60 with the boat. and it took me what should have been a 7-hour drive took 11 hours, and I left at 9:30. Well, it's an hour ahead there, but it was 9:30 in the morning Chicago time, and I didn't get back to my house until 9:30 at night because I had to drop off her brother. Then I had to go to the grocery store. And
did you guys stop at that their favorite place or whatever on the way back?
Oh, to get the pasties or whatever
it was.
No, because that way is if you go through.
It's
Wisconsin.
longer, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like an hour and a half longer.
I don't know
like,
if that contributed or not.
No, I was like, I am not going through Wisconsin. We're going through Michigan. I want to go home, and then thank God we did because that's the way her brother went home, and his truck overheated a few more times. And
oh wow.
I felt kind of bad. I was driving a stick. I was driving her dad's car, and so we got stuck in a bunch of traffic, and I was like super irritated. And I'm like, "Are you guys good from here?" And I felt so bad after I said it. I was like, I was like, God, I'm such a dick. I shouldn't have fucking said that. Like that was horrible. Like I was just so irritated, and I just wanted to be home. You know what I mean? Like it was hot, it was miserable, but I mean, it had to have been worse for him. His wife wasn't feeling good. He had 2 babies in the car. He couldn't have the AC on because his truck was overheating.
Oh.
And it was
he's got some ginger kid yelling at him.
Yeah, my fucking ass being a dick. I felt so bad, dude. I felt so bad.
It's okay, dude. You guys will be family, and you'll.
I know he's gonna stand up for me in my wedding, so I hope he doesn't hate me now.
Oh.
It's no choice. It was like an option.
He'll have a story. Well, this guy was a real dick to me about a year ago. So,
so he's gonna fucking leave me and my family on the side of the fucking road. Because you know what? It wasn't even like we were driving. Like we were pulled over while he was overheating, and he was like, "We're gonna pull up again up here." And I'm like, "What happened?" Is he said we're gonna pull off and go to the bathroom, and I looked at everyone in my car, and they were like. So then I was like, "Are you good from here?" And then I was like, "Oh, why did I say that? Like, I feel like a dick, dude." I felt so bad. I'm not usually Dan about things, but I'm still beating myself up about this.
No, you're for sure always Jason about things. Like the polar opposite.
Yeah, and they'll learn, but it's okay because you make up for it because you're sweet later. You know, you're like the Sour Patch Kids. First you're sour and then you're sweet. You know, it happens.
True.
But anyway, I really loved seeing all the pictures you ended up sending Dan and I because they were all like super awesome. Like whether it was a sunset or just like you guys out having a good time, it looked like a lot of fun.
We did have a lot of fun. I mean, even with the weather being shit, we still had a good time. We got a lot of puzzles done.
No cabin fever.
No cabin fever.
We got a lot of puzzles done. We took pieces of cardboard that have been broken down into tinier pieces, and then we reassembled them. And then here's the kicker. After we reassembled them all, we disassembled them again and put them back in a larger cardboard box. And then we put that on the shelf that's also lined with cardboard on the inside. And yeah.
Wait, do you... Back to puzzles, because I still have questions about puzzles for some fucking reason. If you don't like do the thing where you frame them, do you at least take a picture of what you've done? Like, okay, good. Like, do you have an album?
Oh, back in the day, you just threw it out. Yeah.
Do you have like an album of like puzzles I've done?
No, I should, but I don't. You know what'll happen? I have it on my phone, and then in like 6 months, I'll go through it like at 3 in the morning when I can't sleep, and I'll just be like, I don't need all these pictures on my phone. Fucking. Puzzle? I did that 6 months ago.
Oh, remember when
6 hours of my life down the drain.
Yep.
Oh my god, this one that we did though was horrible. It was like a Chinese temple. So it was like all repeating patterns and eaves that did this kind of thing and like so there was like the one thing was like diagonal across it was the only like main point that you could go off of. So we did the outside, we filled in a few things, and then I started doing this main point, and then we put it together backwards so nothing would fit together. Like it went in the wrong oh my god, it was horrible.
Oh my god.
Dude, that sounds lame. That sounds just as fun as taking a paper shredder and taking an important document and sending it through the paper shredder and then trying to put it back together. Seriously, like what? I mean, I got a bunch of puzzles for you. Where's my paper shredder? This is a puzzle maker. I don't get it. But whatever. You and your sister do them.
I'm sure they're not the only 2 people in the world. So.
Just us. Just me and my sister.
But here's the thing. When I watch puzzle people put together puzzles, like their emotion doesn't change. Like even when you get to the end of the puzzle, it's like relief. Like why did you put this? You threw this in the first place. But no emotional change at all. Like I got a piece. And you like do some sort of happy dance or some sort of end zone dance. Nothing.
You know what they were doing? Like Sandy's sister was helping us with the puzzle, and she's just sitting there the whole time like, puzzles are stupid. Why are you guys doing a puzzle? And she'd be like, ooh, and when she would find a piece, she'd be like, and she would like tap on it like 15 times, like so that we would look and see that she got a piece. Like, okay, you got the fucking piece. Let's move on.
I will admit
that was her
I can
like
get that.
excitement for the emotion. I was just like puzzle.
That's
Yeah, I
funny.
mean, you get so like sucked into it that you're just like you're doing your thing and you're just like going.
Well, you can't celebrate after every piece of 1,000
Yeah,
piece puzzle.
you fucking.
Oh, here's one piece, and after 1,000, you're just like,
I got one. But you know, it's funny at the end. Like we start getting close to the end, and I like take a piece, like because I want to put the last piece in. So then we're like, there's 3 pieces missing, and then we're all like, meh, we had all done the same thing.
oh my god, everyone did.
Everyone wanted
That's
to
pretty
put the last
funny.
It's like Clue.
That's so great. Yeah, like who done it? If it's Jason in the cabin with the.
I was happy though because at the end, like there was one piece left that her brother had, and he just like threw it on the puzzle, and I was like, "Mine! Yes, I win!" It's like perfection.
I win. Would the losers have to take it all apart?
Yeah, he gets
want,
mad
like-
because I take every single piece apart. He's like, "Just leave them; it'll be easier next time." I'm like, "Fuck that! No, take them all apart. Take them all apart."
That's so great. I remember. I mean, I remember you mentioning that, but I feel like it'd be more fun if everyone had, like a scoreboard over their head, just like this person's put like 549 pieces on this. You know,
It should be like a clicker.
yeah, like chess. You put one in, you go. Sorry, I'm like hitting my whole
Do
setup.
you think there's speed puzzling?
Oh my god, there has to be.
Should
There has
be.
to be.
Some
I mean, if
nerd
there's,
has
like,
not. If some nerd hasn't done this yet, then like, there's
There
no
has
way.
to be
Yeah, there's
speed
no way. There's
puzzling.
not. It's called chess, but
There has to be speed puzzling. I mean, there's Monopoly game leagues. I've seen a documentary
Is
on
there
that,
really?
and a Scrabble one.
oh wait, I would win. Wait,
It's so
where
cool.
is that?
They go to tournaments.
Oh my god, can I? Oh, I'm telling my friends about this. We're doing this.
Oh, let me tell you. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, I
so
wanna
it's
hear
a
about it.
documentary, and the dude's like a pro Monopoly player, and he just shows up to the tournament, just like any other Pokemon card tournament
Did
or
he
whatever.
have?
There's
Did he
like
have a monocle?
Yes.
he did not. Imagine. Okay, some people did. Imagine him being like
course.
the new poker player. Like he's the poker player.
Okay.
You know, like so then he's like young, you know, like unshaven a little bit.
Yeah, he's got
And then he's
headphones
in there
on all the time.
playing it and tearing it up and stuff. On day one, you gotta go through like 3 rounds of tournaments and
It's like
stuff
12 hours.
$1 million prizes and stuff. And then like, oh, it's over, and you're in the hotel lobby where you just played, and like, oh, let's go up to my room. Hey man, you guys went in on $100 game, and they're just like playing for money up in a hotel room. And it's like 5:30 in the morning, and the guy's pissed off, just losing his shit because he fucking wasn't winning the money game with these other people that are popular. It was great. The Scrabble one was just as equally the same exact thing with Scrabble with their tournaments and
I can
stuff.
see Scrabble. I can see a Scrabble tournament, but Monopoly is just like never ending, dude. Like
I want
kinda
to
luck,
do
too, when
that.
you have it right.
Forever.
Hold on.
I flipped the table. Fuck you, Grandma. Like that.
I
Scrabble
need
one
this.
was great.
I need this in my life. I know. I feel like we've talked about puzzles and Monopoly already in our podcast, but like, I did not know that was a thing.
I had
mean,
no clue.
Next time I have free time, that's where I'm at, dude.
Mike's
yeah,
going to the
100%.
Monopoly tournament.
I'll bring like my 9 different kinds. I have like a Nintendo one, I have a New York Giants one, I have a regular one. You know, like I played a Star Wars one at Brian's the other day. I mean, oh man.
I have 2. I have regular and I have Simpsons Monopoly. I want to get Doctor Who Monopoly.
Ooh.
Doctor
dude.
Who?
Doctor Who?
Doctor Who?
Which one?
Doctor
Who
Did you watch this Sunday, Mike?
cares?
I don't watch it. I know I'm a horrible person. I know. I've never seen
No,
it.
you know what? It's cool. It's like it's still kind of kiddish, but not really. But
I'll
Blake
t-
watches it, so I watch it with Blake.
Half the reason I don't watch it is because I know I'll love it, and I know it sounds weird, but like I love a million other fucking shows
You ain't
and
got
like
time for that.
things. So like if I add this to my fandom list, like I'll nerd out over it. And there's literally like a million websites that already message me about like Doctor Who sales, buy these Doctor Who figures, and like I'm like okay, that's one I can skip. But like if I started watching that, it'd be game over for my wallet.
It's good.
Yeah, I mean I know it's good. It's not even like a matter of good or bad.
It's good. It's like a Buffy. You watch any Buffy the Vampire Slayer back in the day, or are you familiar with that type of show? Kind of 1 hour,
Yeah,
a little
yeah,
bit
yeah.
of like CGs and prosthetics, wraps up at the end.
Yeah.
We'll never speak of this again. It's kind of like that. So it's like that kind of show, like
Law
Xena
and
Warrior
Order,
Princess. Or,
SVU. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, kind of like just like a one-shot thing every week. It's kind of a little bit different.
For you.
I love that show. I'm sorry.
That's my shit. I've
Dude,
seen every episode.
oh, what is it, like Tuesdays or whatever? Like Law and Order, like SVU marathons on USA? Oh, man.
That's
So
why
good.
I've been around for enough Tuesdays that I've seen every fucking episode.
Oh, I don't have cable.
Oh,
Criminal-
dude, it's almost all on Netflix. Go watch it.
Oh, Crystal watches it
Criminal
all the time.
Minds
I hear
too,
Ice
man.
T
Oh,
screaming.
Criminal Minds.
Dum
Yeah, Ice-T.
dum.
Oh my god, Ice-T is the best lines from that. He'll walk into like a bathtub with someone like already dead in it. He'll walk in and he'll be like, "Well, too late." You fucking think there's someone dead in the bathtub? What the fuck? I don't know. He just cracks me up. He's my favorite.
His hair looks so tightly pulled back. It looks like it's painful.
He just always says the most obvious like things, and he says in his little voice, which is just like, I feel like the writers don't write for him. They're like, I just ad-lib this, and he's like,
It's so funny to me that he used to be a little fucking gangster.
oh my
And now,
god.
now he's.
And Ice
Yeah.
Cube.
I'm
Like,
like,
cop killer stuff was.
did you ever think that you'd be playing a fucking detective on TV
For
on
like
a
10
fucking-
years.
for like a rape fucking victims unit, bro? Like, you used to talk
I know.
about
What's up
raping
with that
bitches.
subject matter? Oh my
Dude,
god.
Ludacris is his
So
brother
that's-
too, or Ludacris is like his son or something stupid.
Ludacris has been in SVU like
That's what I'm
12
saying.
times,
It's
dude.
like his son or something, or something in the show, or like his stepson or something stupid.
Was he Ludacris?
Yeah, he's like a killer.
Does he have big
Luda.
ludicrous eyes? You can't
Luda.
miss his eyes. They're like so like round.
Tyler's here.
Hi, Tyler.
Ooh.
Tyler, you should close that door you just walked through.
Yep.
So yeah,
So what else happened in Mackinac? You were gone forever, dude. It was silent. It was silent around the texting neighborhood.
it really was.
I know. You know what? It went quick. It really did. I don't know, man. It was just fun. It was like good family time, and it was good. We went on lots of boat rides. It's kind of cool. They have a buoy out in front of the cottage for like where it gets deep. So we would go drop the boat in the harbor, and then we tool around on the boat, and then we drop it at the buoy, and then somebody from the cottage would rowboat it out and pick us all up on a rowboat, and then take us back, and we just leave the boat on the buoy. So then when we wanted to go later, we just like row back out, and then hop back on the boat, and
That's cool.
Boat on the buoy. That sounded fun to say.
boat on the buoy.
The boat on the. Where's
I
the
also-
boat? The boat's on the buoy.
The boat's on the buoy.
I also
Oh.
noticed your umbrella hat worked really well because you're not sunburned.
Oh, you know what?
SPF 90.
I actually like kind of got a tan. Like you can't see here because I got
It's
It's
like
just a different
freckles.
shade of white.
Yeah.
this lighting is not. No, you know what? Like the weather was shitty for 4 of the days, so that I wasn't even on out in the sun or whatever. But the time that I was, I made sure to apply sunscreen, and I got a little bit of a tan. It was kind of legit. Like I came home and everyone was like, "Damn, you almost got a tan. It didn't turn red. It like kind of got brown. Like it's kind of nice. Kind of nice."
Good.
Hell yeah.
Hey Mike, you watching football you watching football tonight? Aren't you a
Am I
football
watching
fan?
full? I mean, as we're recording this, the Giants are playing the Patriots, and it's preseason. And
you're not watching it? It's your team.
I know, but we're podcasting, and I don't have
He's
Did you fail
DVR.
to mention that to any
No,
of us?
I don't have DVR. No, it's preseason. I don't care about preseason. Fucking stupid. But it's okay. 'cause-
Preseason's with all the people that aren't going to make the team anyway.
Exactly, dude. So, the Giants are actually 4-0 in preseason right now. I think they're going to be 5-0 after tonight. No, they don't.
Right?
They might. They're probably going to suck in the regular season. But I'm
They're
ready.
playing New England?
They're playing. Yeah. But the Patriots suck when they play us, so it's okay. But
Bears are playing tonight too.
who are they playing? Do you know?
Same with the Steelers. Steelers are playing tonight.
I don't know.
Damn, dude.
My boss was like, "The Bears are playing tonight. The Bears."
Thursday night football. Get it?
I'll ask Siri.
I thought it was like Monday night or something.
Oh, during preseason it's weird, but they do Thursday night too. Hi.
Siri, who are the Chicago Bears
You
playing
got 30
tonight?
minutes before you can play.
I told you not to call me when I'm at home with my husband.
The Bears are playing the Browns.
play
It
Madden?
started at 7 p.m.
Oh,
Oh, they're playing the Browns, and they're losing.
Who are the Steelers playing? I've
The Steelers are playing the Panthers. It started at 4:30 p.m.
British
oh
Siri.
my gosh, your Siri's so posh.
I have British Siri.
I
How
want
did you
British
get that?
Siri.
It's 10-0.
How did you
you
get
can,
British
oh my
Siri?
god, you can do it. Just go change it. You can get
Alright, hold
like
on. Let
Aussie
me talk to
Siri,
my-
and you can make it male or female. It's just-
Aussie?
yeah, he'll be like Aussie Siri. I don't even know how they speak.
Aussie or Aussie?
Australia.
Is it like Ozzy Osbourne?
no,
or
no, like
Australian?
Australia. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
But let's
Oh,
put another
shit.
shrimp on the bob.
Hold on, let me ask my Siri. Siri, how come you don't have an accent like my friend Mike?
Didn't sound like it worked.
Oh, she's gonna internet search.
Dude, I've had about enough of you, Siri, giving me bad information.
Dude, my Siri, everyone's Siri is like awesome, and mine is like a bitch, dude. Mine doesn't
She's
say
fucking
anything
cool.
good. And Sandy's like, well, it's because you're mean to her. It's because you always talk shit to her. And I'm like,
my God.
I don't know. Like, is that true? Like,
You know what I think? I think our Siri should talk to each other like the Teddy Ruxpins. Like, I should be able to turn it on and they
yes.
all should have a
They've
conversation.
done that before, I swear. Hold on.
Oh, they should do that.
What happened to
Like-
British Siri?
Here's some news for British Siri.
The hell? Stupid. That was Australian.
Siri, what does the fox say? Oh, it didn't work. Siri, what does the fox say?
What? What was that? What was that?
Ask your Siri. Ask your Siri.
Hold on, I'm working on changing my Siri's voice. Hold on.
What did Jason
Siri, can you
just
talk
say?
like Glozell from now on?
Here's some information.
I gotta change my language
Siri's
again.
lazy
because-
on what Obamacare.
Siri, what does the fox say?
I didn't know that was a thing.
Why
What
did I
does
put
the
my
fox
ear
say?
speaking?
Franca.
You sound sexier.
Jobs is
So-
rolling over.
Wait,
his
I want to see
grave.
what it sounds like in Chinese.
We have a Chinese
What
Siri.
does the fox say? Probably doesn't understand English. What?
How do you do that? Can I speak Japanese to mine? Let me try.
Yeah, you can turn on Japanese.
Suri-chan, nanji desu ka?
No, you have to change the language. Go to your settings and change the language.
Oh, God.
Wait,
this is getting out of
wait.
control.
Wait, hold on, wait.
I'll play with her later.
No, I want you to say something in Japanese to my Siri, so I'm gonna unplug it real quick. No,
I'll
actually,
ask her what time it is.
Wait,
I'll ask her what time it is.
go at 1, 2, 3.
Nanji desu ka?
Come on, load.
Silence.
Load. We have editing.
She said that.
No, that's
nuts.
it's loading.
Oh.
Share the load.
申し訳ありませんが、今はリクエストをお受けできません。少し経ってからもう一度やり直してください。
It said,
She
said
she sounds sexy though. I'm down.
she's asked if you could speak a little louder because she could not hear what you were saying. Did
she really?
I swear.
If anyone out there can verify that, I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right, so that's enough with
Good
Siri. I
times with
guess.
Siri.
Yeah, I should probably change it away from Japanese real quick because I'll be stranded. Siri, how do I get home? I'm like, fucking shit.
Uchi wa nan desu ka?
I'm going back to British Siri. She's sexy.
I like
like British series. It's sexy.
I always
love
just. This is why I'm always mean to my Siri. I was always like, Siri, take me home.
do
It
the
takes
same
me
thing.
home.
Have you ever changed your name?
can you hear me?
She's called me quite a few things.
Yeah. We have a love-hate relationship also.
No, but I mean, like, have you told her to call you like something like?
She called me Big Daddy for a little while.
Oh yeah. Oh, we know where you live. Oh.
Oh shit! Shut up, Siri! You're ruining it.
Why is she blowing your cover? Why is she busting you out?
He asked how to get.
Hey,
home.
Sandy, do you know he tells me the things my retina display have seen?
I don't have retina in this.
All right, so Brian just got home. If we want to bring a fourth person in halfway through,
What happened to Bud this week, man? Like,
I don't know.
what-
We're still waiting to hear from him. We thought we were starting at 5:30.
I figured he just caught a cold after the ice bucket challenge he did the other day.
Oh, I didn't get to see the video yet. I saw when I was.
Oh, it looks like this.
he wasn't wearing
I
headphones.
have no water on my head.
Now I have
Oh,
water
look.
in my head.
Now I have said water that I talked about all over my head.
Oh, that's good.
It's just like everybody else's ice bucket challenge. Like that's just what everybody's is.
Yeah.
At this point, if you're not getting like Danielson to the face or a nut shot or not hit by a Tony Stewart, I'm not
Oh,
impressed. Like
God.
I'm just not impressed.
I was gonna
Don't
say.
oh at me. Is that the line now? Don't oh at me. I'm not the one that walked out into traffic. When I go to that signal right there, I hit the button before the hand turns into a little guy walking before I go crossing 4 or 5 lanes. He crossed 2 lanes. I have 4 lanes to cross. I managed just fine. It ain't my fault that he had more gear on and fire suits than me, and then he couldn't make it past this shit. It ain't my fault. Next time wear
I'm
Iron
not
Man.
saying
I don't know.
I'm not saying
Just,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
See,
Fair
my
enough.
thing, I think my ice bucket challenge was all right. I just kind of wish, I really wanted to make it entertaining or do something cool, but like,
How? It's ALS.
that's what I'm saying.
Like,
That's
how
what I'm
did you make it
saying. I
entertaining?
honestly, I wanted to get a whole bunch of ice blocks and put it in Brian's pool and say, "This is the ice bucket challenge," and then jump in. But like, by the time I spent too much money, and it would all be melted in his pool, and it would kind of be for nothing. So,
The ALS
That's
people
true.
don't give a shit. They just want your $10.
oh well, they can suck my
They
suck my
didn't give you
kiss.
$10.
Oh, dude,
Dude,
I
I-
donated $1 million in
I
fake
s-
monies.
I saw my second grade teacher do the ice bucket challenge the other day. That was interesting. She's
Is
all
she
she's
old?
she's old. She was old. I mean, I hope she doesn't watch this, but
Oh yeah, you know.
we're Facebook.
One of my
friends,
star
so.
students.
We she was old, like she was older. She was all gray haired when she was my teacher in second grade. So like I mean she's got to be older now. But she was all like, "This is the ice bucket challenge!" Bah! And I was like, "Whoa, Miss Kellison!"
She's not that old. I partied with her.
She's like she's
like.
like no, she's
Not
like
my second grade
nominating.
teacher. You're thinking of somebody else.
She's like nominating second graders. She's just like.
I nominate Ben Franklin and my old roommate, Mr. Edison,
And John
and
Wilkes
Stephen
Booth.
Hawking,
Oh,
because
shit.
that's a good idea.
Stephen Hawking.
Dude, I wonder if she knows what dinosaurs.
This
look
is
like.
my ice bucket challenge.
It's so sad. That took a turn.
Did take a turn, didn't it?
I think we all felt that one. We're just like, maybe not. Maybe we don't do that one. It's okay.
We'll edit that out.
Oh god. Anyway,
Goodbye.
my question for you
Have
guys.
you seen Hawking?
Oh
Okay,
no,
go
go
ahead.
no. I want to
No,
hear
no,
about Hawkins.
I like yours better.
Nope,
Nope.
me either.
Rock,
Nope.
paper, scissors.
Oh, it's paper, right? What
Scissors.
the-
We're both
Go like
scissors.
this
Oh,
if you're
okay.
paper. This is scissors. This is
1,
rock.
2, 3. That's paper.
Oh, rock covers paper. Get it.
You win. You get to go
Okay,
first.
anyway, so this isn't on the same subject, so you're never gonna get to ask your questions. So I hope it wasn't good.
It was probably racist, so let's just.
Oh, perfect. Let's move on. Anyway, I was switching gears. What would you guys do if you owned a GoPro camera?
Oh.
I think about that a lot of all the stuff I would do to it.
I would shoot a porno with the GoPro on my head.
That's already been done before.
Has it?
Yeah.
I want to see
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, you've
Oh,
never
come
seen
on,
POV.
hasn't.
You've never
Those
seen
guys sit around looking
POV.
for new ways to jizz, and
Yeah,
you're like,
like-
"How's it been strapped to his head?" Come on.
Which head?
I hope
Oh.
GoPro around my waist and just.
Oh shit! Sorry, that was. We don't need
I would get
visuals.
some sort of Boba Fett backpack and hook it onto it down this
Oh
angle,
my
and it would just
gosh.
follow me around all day through all my toils and troubles.
That would be so
And-
cool.
Yeah.
What, pointing at your face?
No, it would be like way up high, pointing down on this angle, way up high, so you'd see like the top of my mohawk. So like you were like on the back of a shark.
You should just hook it to the back of your mohawk.
Oh my god.
Dude, they're so light. They look so much lighter than they really are. Like it
Are
probably
they,
could make
are
it
they
on
light
there.
though?
Yeah, they're like
little
one of,
dude.
it's like
Well, I
empty
know
boxes
they're
lighter
little,
than
but
the power
like,
supply.
so is a battery, but a battery's fucking heavy for how
No,
big
it's
it
like
is.
it's like lighter than your computer power supply brick. Like
Oh,
it's just
cool.
like whoa, this is light.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've never even I got to play with one. And like I never thought they were like crazy expensive. Then I saw one the other day. It's like $350. I was like, holy crap! Because
Yeah.
like if I had one, I'd literally just be taking like the best selfies in the world. I'd buy like that huge extender monopod and just like hold it out and be like, everyone get in. We're gonna take a 900-person selfie and like $300 selfie right there. Perfect. Like. Oh my god, I'd be so down. I don't know. I'd probably find it. I know Tyler and I wanted to just like put it in our car and just have it record us while we're driving because we're fucking idiots.
You know what they have? We actually used one on the way home. Sandy's little brother has a little dash cam, like,
Oh, I want one.
all the people in Russia have. He bought one and he had it. They drove up separate, and I was like, "Take your dash cam, put it in our car, man." So he put it in, the whole way up. It just looked at the boat for 11
yeah,
hours
so
So
driving
we
back.
watch you have a meltdown in the car where everybody sits there
Right.
clutching their purses and whispering to each other because they
Oh
don't
my
want to make you
God.
mad.
Oh, dude, I was like enraged by the end of the drive. I was just like,
It will do.
Your head turned instantly red when you did that.
I know.
I know. See, I feel like if I bought a GoPro, if I spent that much money, I would need to like do enough that it would be worth it. And like I'm not like outdoorsy or like what am I like GoPro myself playing fucking Madden like yeah fucking score unless I'm gonna be playing Tyler. I'll just slap him every time he gets a first down or something stupid.
Those
But-
things are amazing though. They're like the shake, the way they're just so steady and stuff. The last video I
it's
saw,
shock proof. The whole shock
Yeah,
proof. Yeah.
the guy had it in the field and a fox came and grabbed it and ran off with it and then like tore it apart and started eating it, and it was pretty neat. But it was really clear. Like it's just so clear.
You always find some awesome like GoPro videos, and like there's probably so many awesome ways to use it that you don't even think about. So that's why I kind of would want one to experiment and like maybe put myself in situations that I would use it. So that would be really cool. So if any of our sponsors want to throw one my way,
Yeah.
I actually, one of my buddies from back home was selling one, like the whole shebang, like every add-on you could possibly have for like $400, and I was like, can I justify that? And I'm like, I don't fucking do anything, man. Like, what am I gonna GoPro myself sitting on the couch? Like,
where they
it's
put
not
it around the
worth it.
cats are cool. You can hang it around the cat's
Oh,
neck.
that's legit.
It's that
I've
light,
seen that
yeah.
when the cat goes fucking trucking
Yes,
through town.
yes.
Or that eagle. Did you see when it was on the eagle's neck? And the eagle,
I didn't see that one.
They let the bald eagle go.
What?
And like it was just flying around all cool. It was, and it's
That's
just so
rad.
clear.
That's
I
pretty
love
legit.
it.
Or
Like
the
I said,
best, the
I'll
best.
find stupid shit to do.
The weather balloon.
Yeah.
Weather balloon
Always.
ones. I saw a Walter White bobblehead. His bobblehead went up into space like this.
That's great. I love that. Yeah, I would do so much cool stuff. I don't know. So I guess one day I'll figure that out. Maybe I'll just go get a credit card or something stupid. You know, I'm 23.
Please don't get a credit card.
Why don't we rob a Best Buy and just...
Ooh, that's
take
better.
all
That's
their
way
credit
better. Let's felony over credit for sure.
Yeah, felony over credit.
Yeah.
I won't owe anything.
That's our new tagline.
can't
Felony
steal
over,
it.
felony over credit. But
Hashtag felony over credit.
You can't steal at Best Buy ever, dude. First of all, Mike's the employee.
He's
The
employee
guy-
of the
he's like-
month, dude.
dude, I'm
walk
taking the
in, he's like-
returns, dude.
Oh, yeah, that's right. When you walk in, that guy's on. He's got a joystick like it's a video game, and he's like right there when you walk in, and he's looking at these HD cameras that are pointing down at everybody. There's no getting away with nothing. And I know they follow my head around.
I bought
Sure.
I bought a bunch of shit there about a year ago, and that's
It's on your head.
actually the TV that these two not these when I bought that TV that my cats knocked down and broke.
Oh, don't talk about it. R.I.P.
When I bought that TV, I bought a bunch of other shit too. I bought like an entertainment center and some other shit. So I had all this shit, and I was like coming out, and like one of the guys was walking out with me, like he was carrying the TV, and the guy I was like, "Oh, you want to check my receipt?" And he's like, "Ah, you're fine. You're with him." Really? Because I got like 3 bags. I could have fucking been shoving shit in the whole fucking. Like I was just like, okay.
Or if you have a friend that works there, just have them walk you out. Oh, you're with him. It's cool.
True, or your friend has to be the receipt checker at the door, and you get a bunch of free shit like
yes.
Guitar Center.
Oh, our friends.
Home Depot. Anyway.
Oh god, Home Depot, you just like walk out like you know what you're doing.
Dude, yeah, I mean, I've had a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna stop talking there. Anyway,
It's all about self checkout.
dude, I'll self check out and I'll like scan an apple and they're like, how many? And I'm like, 1. And there's like 6
Yeah.
apples in there. I'm like, really? And they start checking the weight and I'm like, do not bag. Like, no thanks.
You're like, weigh my bananas.
Yeah. Right. You have a bundle of bananas. How many? 2. And there's like 12. I'm like, perfect. We're making
You're like,
banana
we
bread.
owe you 43 cents. I'm like, yes, you do.
Yeah, you're fucking robbing me.
Please
right
do
now.
not steal, Michael. You have something I don't have. It's a conscience. Please use it, Michael.
Hey, I did not. That was all hypothetical. I did not.
That's totally hypothetical.
yeah.
That was life
You need-
hacks.
Life-
You need the fruit. You need
I
the
do.
fruit
I do need
cheesecake.
fruit. Yeah, seriously. No,
Cheesecake.
but what about okay? So that brings me to another thing. Instagram this week. You guys all have iDevices, right? Or iPhones or whatever.
I do.
They released
I have i5.
this thing called hyperlapse. It's like a new like video thing. So you'll take a video like doing whatever, like a long video, and it'll like pretty much like it's like a time lapse, but it speeds it up. Like it does it all for you. So if I'm recording like a 2-minute video, it ends up being like 30 seconds. And you can change how fast they do it, and it's really cool. I took like a video of myself going to work and like getting cut off by this asshole, and it's all on film, and it's like I'm going all fast and shit because it's all sped up. But it's really cool, and I feel like I want to try and do something like awesome with that, like that type of video because the
Jerking
app-
off.
What
You
was that
ruined
move
it.
at the
You
end? What
ruined
was that at the end?
That's you're splooging.
In all those directions?
That's the money shot.
In
No,
all
that's
those
him like
directions?
that's just it. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, now we've talked about that.
Sorry,
Anyway,
sorry, family.
No, you're not. You're the kind of dude. I had this friend that was a lot like you, Jason, and he would spit on his thumb and do this thing and then flick his thumb and shoot it on my arm. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
is he the devil?
I don't know. His name might have been Jason. I think it was Wyatt, but it's like a
Oh
Jason.
my gosh,
It's close
That's
enough to Jason.
stupid.
Oh, sorry, Mike. Go ahead.
No,
Sorry,
it's
Mike.
okay. Anyway, I want to try and make a really cool video. I've seen some cool videos so far, and I want to like I don't know. Like, I mean, feel like driving is cool sometimes, but that's kind of boring. Like, I want to do something cool. Like, today I set it up in my lab, and I was like setting up an experiment, and I was like, oh, this might be cool, like an overhead shot of like me setting up like my lab shit. Like that could be cool, and it ended up being all right. But then you could like see like unflattering angles of me, so I didn't like it. So we're gonna do that again maybe one day. So we'll see.
Was that video of people cutting you off the same video that went along with that post that you addressed to the guy that doesn't follow you on Facebook that he drove incorrectly in front of you?
Oh, the guy in
That-
the Maserati, that fucking douchebag. No, dude, I wasn't on my phone at that time. Otherwise, he would have got hit.
I mean, he had a Maserati.
Yeah, you don't cut someone off in a freaking car that like.
That's true. That's very true.
Like, I don't know, dude. Just do your fucking.
YOLO.
I mean, I'm. Yes, but that doesn't apply to cars.
Dude, everything about Mike's YOLO. Hamper in the background. YOLO.
Oh shit, I do have a hamper in the background.
YOLO.
Oh shit, I got
kid on my bed. YOLO.
Twink in a tank top. YOLO. It don't matter, Mike. He's just YOLO. I missed it when it was Brian.
Dude, I gotta have at least one of them in every video. You know?
I'm thankful that Brian joined us last week to sit there like this.
Yeah, Brian.
And not say
He
anything.
took an Uber, dude. He took an Uber to come sit there. Your friend behind you has emoted more than Brian did last time.
Oh, Brian, if you're listening, next time you're on our cast, you gotta talk like 30% more.
Yeah,
at least.
At least.
Yeah. But it's okay.
It's all good. It's all good.
It.
So I know we didn't really have topics this week, but Dan and I had talked about one potential topic, which was inappropriate or badly timed jokes. Do you guys have any of these?
I don't want to tell my story anymore. I thought long and hard about this. Oh, yeah, a joke that you told that was just ill-timed, whether it be in front of families, friends, caused crickets to chirp, or whatever they do. Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like those, I have a lot of those in my head, but I feel like I bite my tongue a lot, and I'm just like, let's not do that. But like, it doesn't stop me from having those thoughts. Like,
I mean,
I feel like Jason has a million because you don't ever like censor yourself.
Hashtag no filter. Yeah.
There was a bad one. It was more like a foot in the mouth moment. So when we were driving home, we were driving for a while, and then we were gonna stop at this McDonald's. There's like, you have to make a left to stay on the highway. Like, it turns into like a road, you know, with street lights and shit, and you have to make a left to stay on the highway. There's a McDonald's right there. And we were like, oh, you know, we're going to get McDonald's. Or are we going to get McDonald's? No, I don't want McDonald's. Wait, I thought you wanted McDonald's. So there's a confusion. So I turned down the street, like, before the McDonald's, and I'm like, all right, decide, do we want McDonald's? And they're like, no. And I was like, okay, we're going to get out. We're going to make a left. We're going to get in the left turn lane. So nobody was letting me in the left turn lane. So I was like, fuck it. I'm going to turn. I'm going to get into the McDonald's, and I'm just going to go straight and go this way. So I turn and go into the McDonald's, and that's when we saw her brother. He was parked across the street in front of this pizza place. And I was like, oh shit, there's your brother right there. What the fuck? We would have missed him had we just turned left. So then I'm like, oh, let's go roll up on them. They probably got pizza. So I roll up, and I'm like, got any extra? And her sister-in-law's sitting there feeding the baby. And I was like, wait,
oh my god. Quick, clarify the situation for the listeners.
I meant pizza, I meant pizza. I thought you were oh shit, and I just drove off.
What did she say?
She just said,
for clarification for the listeners, his future sister-in-law is breastfeeding, so.
And the look that she gave him was the look of if you're a guy and you're just, or like had 2 beers and you're just peeing absent-mindedly inside the bathroom. With that blank look on your face. You know what? I noticed that you have the same look on your face when you're pumping gas as when you're in like a public restroom peeing. Like, you just kind of like pump the gas and just kind of look out into the nothing. Why you notice that?
I had to explain to Sandy this the other day because I was in a public restroom, and like, you guys know, you're men, you know.
Oh, yeah.
In a public restroom, you go and everyone's sitting there and they're like waiting to pee, and then you start peeing. So it's hard for me. Sometimes I'm giggly in the bathroom, and the guy next to you at the urinal fucking rips a little squeaker.
You make it sound like a 100-yard dash. Go!
It kind of is. I mean, is it not? If there's a fart in there, it's gotta fucking be my gun before I can get my piss.
Oh my god, yes.
So I was trying to explain to Sandy this thing. It's just like, so dudes are just always farting in the bathroom, and I'm like, yeah, it's just fucking.
It's like,
start peeing.
wait, isn't that like a real thing though? Like, our prostates like have to, I don't know, there's like pressure and you have to like fart or poop before you can pee completely. I don't know.
I mean, I know sometimes I go
I'm the
to
college
pee.
student, but you guys have more experience in this, okay?
We're older, bro. Our
Yeah, that's what I'm
prostates are
saying.
older.
Experience at using my prostate? I don't know.
You have to be
I
more
mean,
aware of these things than I do at this point. Just saying.
I do know that if I have to poop real bad and I try to go pee, it's not happening.
Yeah, exactly. Same
My
here.
butt's like, poop first, bro. Sorry.
I just
I
thought
don't ever
it,
think I've paid.
I just thought I would
party
ask Dan because I thought like every I thought on your 60th birthday you're supposed to at least get it done.
Dude, I think 40, man. That's only going to be like a
I
little
think
over 4
30,
more
dude.
years.
I think after next year.
I
I'm
know
gonna
it's
have to have a
younger. I
doctor.
was just trying to make Dan sound old.
It's supposed to be 40. It's supposed to be 40, but you know what? Put my mind at ease, Michael. Is when I watched Jackass 1 and Ryan Dunn put that convertible Hot Wheel up his butt. And like he seemed like when he came back to the car, he didn't seem that bad off. So I'm like, okay, well, convertible butt, Hot Wheel to the butt, I guess is what's going to happen. I heard it's only
If
like...
it wasn't convertible, then it probably would have been. Really
Yeah, that's a
bad.
whole other story. Try the minivan.
Yeah. The bus,
ice cream
dude.
cart,
Yeah.
the bus.
All squared corners and shit.
You
Oh
have
my god.
you have the clown from
That's
Twisted
solid.
Metal popping out of your ass. Fucking-
Oh my god, I love that game.
Dude, right? Sweet Tooth. That was his name. Sweet Tooth.
Sweet Tooth.
Yeah.
I
Dan,
do
you've never
definitely
played
feel
it?
AG, though.
You've never played Twisted Metal? No?
What's that?
Twisted Metal? Have you ever played it?
It's a good game.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So good. So fun.
That was a good one.
Yeah. Dude, they should
It was
make
a good one
more
on the
of
old
those.
PlayStation 1. My old PlayStation 1 was so tired that I had to play it upside down after a
Oh,
while. Like,
yeah.
How do you discover that? Like, how do you discover to blow in the cartridges?
You know how I discovered to play it
Just did it.
upside down? I bought my PlayStation 1 from this hood ass dude across the street from $20 with 5 games, and he was like, "Hey, cuz, it don't always work right. Sometimes you gotta flip that shit upside down. It work okay when you flip it upside down." I was like, Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Wait, I remember when I had a PlayStation or PlayStation 1, whatever one it was, it had the thing that opened up, like, it actually physically
Yeah,
opened
it's
up.
PlayStation
It's
1.
not like back in the day, like, or now, I mean, like, now where it's a slot. Anyway, you could open it up and, something, I don't know what I had to do, I forget, but I'd fold up like a piece of paper and put it in the slot that pretended to
Yes.
make it feel like it was closed, and I'd go like download a game, put it on a blank CD, and like for some reason it would play like
Yes,
hacked
you did
games or
this.
something.
Yeah. I had
I
a
didn't
chip
know that.
soldered mine,
Yeah,
so I could
dude.
just copy them and play them. But you could take like, it was like one of the games you could take it after it went to the PlayStation logo. You would hurry and pop it
Yeah,
out and pop it in the game. It would read the region code. Who cares? It would read the region code and say yes, it's a PlayStation game. It's good to go. And then before it went to track like 2 to play the game, you'd put it in your other game.
That's what it is,
But
yeah, and you'd have to
I had
make
to-
it feel
yeah.
like it was closed to do that, yeah.
Yeah, I remember
I
those
did not
days.
know that. I never did that on my PlayStation.
Dude,
Yeah,
it
it's
was
a-
legit.
I had to, once that one broke, I bought like the second gen that's like the little tiny one.
Little tiny one, yeah.
Yeah, I still have
Those
it.
were even better.
I was gonna play some Tony Hawk the other day after listening to some Suicide Machines.
Isn't the smaller one the PS1 though? Because there was PlayStation, and then PS1 was the smaller version of the PlayStation.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then PlayStation
That's the one
2,
I have.
and they have like PlayStation 2 Slim. Now they have Xbox or PlayStation 3, and then there's like PlayStation 3 Slim, PlayStation 3 Extra Slim, PlayStation 3. There's no console. Oh shit. That's what
Right.
this.
Spin the CD on your finger.
I'm not even kidding. They're gonna have PlayStation Now, where you can literally just like rent video games from your TV and just play if you have a controller. It's the future. The future. Oh,
I love it. I
yeah.
still have my PlayStation. I still have them all.
I love it. I'm excited for the future because Apple finally sent out their invites for their conference on September 9th. So they're going to announce a new iPhone on September 9th, and I flipping can't
Woo!
wait.
It's the same as the other one.
No, it's not! It's redesigned. It's going to be a bigger screen. I'm so excited.
I did.
I wonder.
I
if
kind of
it'll
don't
be
like the
wireless
idea.
power.
I kind of don't like the idea of it
Oh,
going
yeah,
towards
yeah.
the edge because phone cases. You know, like my phone case comes up on half the edge, so now they're gonna have to redesign all the phone cases to like not cover up the edge, and
God.
I don't know. I don't know.
Is this? You think this is what George Jetson and Elroy Jetson used to talk about? Like, oh my God, it's
What's a
full.
phone? What's a
it's like
phone case?
maximum.
What's a phone case?
But I know what you mean, though. I know what you mean.
You're
And
a
they're so
brave
fast.
man.
Apple Care Plus.
You are a brave man. I know. I've been getting the not supported device message like
that's
for
a
the,
cute-
That's always
for the
fun.
past week, and I just bought a new cable because my other one stopped working. Like, WTF,
Oh yeah,
bro?
I think
Um,
part of the
so
new
you have to
update,
take
like
the hole.
it doesn't let you
In the hole.
part of the new update doesn't let you use like third-party chargers.
Oh, that was like 2 updates ago. That already
Yeah.
happened. I already had to throw away all my
yeah,
fucking
it's
extra
so
cables.
I had to go buy. Well, I mean, the funny thing is, stupid me. I went and bought like an off-brand one, but it was like from Target, so it was still like $25. And then I go back to Target after that one breaks, and I go find the actual Apple brand one, and it was fucking $19. I was like, why did I buy the off-brand one for more money? What the hell? Like,
That
Yup.
sucks.
and it broke
I
off
haven't-
like in the phone. I was like,
Ooh.
the hell? Like, Get your fucking... Sorry.
I bought a bunch of Japanese ones for like $1 for 6 or something, and I had one for my car, one for my house, one for my friend's car, one for my mom's car, even though she lives in California.
One in your back pocket. You're just like, damn.
Serious, and then none of them work now.
They fit okay? Like Japanese ones? Or they fit?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're a little smaller than the American ones, but
Well, sometimes they come sideways, so I didn't know.
And sometimes they don't know how to drive. Oh, fuck. Oh shit, we're talking about Chargers. Damn it.
Dude, you know what? Let me tell you about Asians and driving.
Oh shit, okay.
My brother,
Okay.
my brother, who's a lot older than me, a lot. He's like in his 50s. Had this
Oh, you're not in
Bronco,
your
and
50s?
like, what's that?
Nothing. You're not. I said you're not in your 50s.
No, no, not yet. I hope not.
Sorry, keep going.
What am I gonna be like in my 50s? I'm just gonna be like a
You're gonna be
pervert.
the same. What are you talking about? You're gonna be, except you'll be filming the pervertness. You'll be like,
true.
you'll have a GoPro on the bottom of your shoe,
story.
looking for girls in the skirts.
I won't
and
need
shit.
to.
What camera is doing these upskirt videos? That's what I like to know.
Is that a
like,
thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just making it up.
No, there's like this whole like genre of porn dedicated to upskirts, and I don't understand who's got the camera on their shoe. Like fucking
You don't have one of those?
Pee Wee Herman fucking shoe mirror fucking.
That didn't come in your.
I don't like that.
That didn't come in your perv crate. You know, like Loot Crate. You get a perv package every
no,
month.
my perv crate.
That should be a thing. We're making it, dude. Our porn crate.
Porn crate.
Yeah,
We're
dude.
doing it.
All right. Anyway, sorry, Dan. Continue with your story.
Sorry.
I
Bronco-
don't know.
the
Hold on. I
Bronco.
want to go back to these. What's that?
Oh no, sorry. I was just continuing your story.
Oh, I don't even remember. I was going to tell
Bronco.
some racist story about my brother's zipper head, quote unquote, sticker he had on his car with this Asian guy and the Ghostbusters sign around it.
My
But-
dad had one of those too. All.
That's so bad.
Yeah, no, what my
That's so
point was
bad.
like racism, like it was just so open back then of like you're retarded,
Now it's
you're
frowned
like
upon.
Asian, so we.
It was
can
a
call-
song, dude. Like my mom used to sing this song like Oriental drivers are the worst. I drive faster when I'm in reverse. Oh, Mr. Ching Chong, I wish you drove like you play ping pong.
Oh
I've been
my
behind you
God.
for the longest
But they
time.
played that on the radio.
I haven't felt
You know, it was just I don't know. That's so weird.
Oh.
I couldn't imagine saying half the things that I heard back in the day.
I couldn't
Dude, it's
imagine
okay
saying
now.
half the things I think out loud.
I've been watching this Simpsons
Yeah.
marathon. That's been on for those of you
19
that don't know.
days.
FXX has bought all the rights to all the Simpsons episodes, so they have played nothing but Simpsons for the last fucking
Thank God.
11 days or something.
Yeah.
It's all I've watched since I came back from vacation. And Bart was all like looking at something. He's like, "This is gay," and he fucking threw it. I'm like, "Whoa, you're allowed to say gay on The Simpsons?"
Did Hillary
Like,
Duff come out and go, "You shouldn't say that.
listen?
You shouldn't say gay." Have you ever seen that commercial? Because it's hilarious.
Yes.
Some girl's like shopping, and she's like, "That looks gay," and Hillary Duff walks out of nowhere. You know, you shouldn't say that. I'm just like, Hillary Duff,
And
you're
the
not
girl's
even
like, "Who are you?"
you're not even relevant anymore. Yeah, exactly. Like you had a
I'm
baby.
TV's Lizzie McGuire.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
man.
like, I'm the only Disney Channel star that did not go cray. All right.
True story, man. I always loved Hillary Duff though. She's a little.
Yeah, something about the white girl, the basic white bitch of her, just like totally is attractive. Yeah.
She did it for me. She did it for me when I was too old to be watching fucking. What?
I was like, it's okay for
What was-
me. I don't know what the fuck.
What was
you
the
were
show
doing.
she was on?
Lizzie
It was like
McGuire.
Lizzie
Lizzie
McGuire.
And then,
No,
Oh,
she was
man.
still.
and then
your-
she
I
was
think
a pop
dude,
star
Oh,
after that.
she was.
great.
She was.
She
a
was
little
singing
bit
like,
too
"Let
young
the
for me to be like it.
rain fall down." And
I was
watch
like,
me
"Oh, that's not rain, baby."
She's 26.
Yeah, dude, that's
20.
3 years older than me, 4 years
Yeah.
younger
So
than Jason.
when she was like 15, I was 18, and that wasn't okay. I think that's when it was going down.
Oh god, it's okay, dude. I'm 23 and I'm still looking like I'm like on like Facebook or like, you know, Tinder or whatever, and I see like these girls that are 18. I'm like, oh, she's hot. And I'm like, damn, I'm 5 years older than this chick. I'm like, she wasn't
it's
even
hard-
in high school when I graduated. Like, what?
It's hard to tell your mind,
I
like
know.
as you get older, like, hey, that's not
Nah.
okay anymore.
Well, I know, but
You're
I'm
making
just
me
like,
sound like a perv. Thanks,
it-
asshole.
but no, but it sounds weird to me, just like because I'm like, oh shit, like I know it's not a horrible thing to think that, but it's also weird to think that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm 23, but I don't feel 23 when I'm looking at
I don't
girls
feel
that age.
23, bro.
Okay,
when I'm looking
look,
at 12-year-olds, I feel
except-
like I'm 12.
Stop! I'm not saying that. But this freaking okay. So I'm in a pre-cal this semester at school. I've already started school, and I'm sitting next to this girl. She's obviously it's her first flipping semester, and I'm like, "You're already in pre-cal, cool, whatever." And I'm talking to her, and she's like, "Oh yeah, so like, how old are you?" I'm like, "Well, how do I look?" She's like, probably like 19 or 20, and I'm like, well, thanks, but I'm like, with this fucking beard, you think I'm like, I don't know, and I'm like, I'm 23, but thanks for the boost in confidence.
You don't have time for the how old do I the ASL game. I mean, she's in pre-cal.
She's
in
18. What else
dude.
is she fucking doing, dude?
She's in pre-calculus. She's smarter than all that stuff.
Okay,
Obviously, she can't do math and see that
can't-
the homeboy with the beard is fucking not 19.
You gotta be like, you want to see my left ankle?
Like, you want to count the hairs in my beard,
One count the hairs in my beard. She's like, okay.
and you have to divide it by, I don't know, some bullshit. We're gonna stop there. Anyway, do you guys know the creepy scale or whatever for like looking at women?
What's that?
So I think I forget what it was on. I think it was on like Always Sunny or something else. But so pretty much it's half of your age plus 7 is acceptable for you to like date or like hook up with.
I can only look at 21-year-olds.
Only 21 is
Hold on,
good.
how old am I?
No, not look at. I think it's like date or something. But yeah. So it's weird. It ends up being
Dan's like 63 divided by 2 plus 7.
Well, I really can't figure out if I counted the 5, then I went to the 6. Hold on.
Tell us your
Dan's not
age.
good at math. He's not in pre-calculus.
Shit.
Really?
Mine
That's all-
ends up
25?
being
Like 25?
mine ends up being like 18 and a half, so I'm good.
I'm like 25. To be honest, if you look like you're a child, if you're really under the ages of like 21, 22, it's getting the older I get, the like, because I used to be like, oh my gosh, like how long till I'm not going to be able to look at 18-year-olds because that's never going to not happen. And then now that I'm old, they look like children.
Okay, but it's also weird because I mean, not admitting to any of this, but like, so you look at like I'll look at 18-year-olds at my school and I'm just like, oh, you guys like you guys look young, like I know you're young, but then if you watch pornography, those girls are 18. The more successful ones
right.
usually, but they don't look 18.
does that.
They look older, but like they've matured faster, I guess. I don't know. Like 18-year-olds with I don't know, whatever. But that's all.
Maybe
I'm saying.
there's no right answer.
There's no right answer. Just do
There
you.
isn't. We're all
if
fucking
there's
pervs.
if there's grass on the field, play. If she's old enough to pee, she's old enough for me. Like all that. Yeah.
What?
You've never-
What are these quips you just invented?
Have you
Hold
heard-
on.
wait, have you ever heard?
Do you have more?
Yeah, I
There's grass
have
old
one
enough
more.
to bleed, old enough for me.
Oh, I have one more. It's like multiplication. If it's under 13, you do it in your head. That's
Dude,
a horrible. No.
you just invent these? You're
No,
a
I did
genius.
not invent these. Don't no credit. I think the last one was like Bo Burnham or something. So don't quote me.
He doesn't want credit for the
No, I definitely don't. Yeah, no.
Who tells you this stuff?
I
Dude,
grew
it's like
up in
common
a great
knowledge.
era, I guess.
You know what? Dan's missed out though. Dan, the other day I was like, he was like, fucking A, and I was like, fuck a B, it has more holes. Which you've heard, right? You know that, right?
No,
yeah.
I never
Dan was
heard
all like,
any of that.
what was
Who's
that?
gonna say that?
What
Who's
did you
gonna
just
say
make
that?
up right now? And I'm
My
like, dude,
77-year-old mom?
like, I heard that in like 2nd grade, bro. Like that's been around forever. And he's like, no, I've never heard it. And I'm like,
Oh
oh,
my
well,
god.
I don't know.
My parents never said those. Like those. That just never happened.
Dude, I love sayings like that. It's like-
Society, bro. Like,
My mom was around for the invention of television. Like, you know. So
but you
no,
don't
I never heard any of these.
necessarily have to hear these things from your parents. I mean, I had crude friends.
Yeah,
so-
exactly. I always hear from friends.
I felt like I was the head of all my friends, so if I didn't know it, then they just didn't know it, and a lot of times
If you
just-
didn't
it just
spread
didn't-
if you didn't spread the coolness, they didn't get the coolness.
No, I
so-
didn't. I needed somebody's older brother to show us stuff.
I was the younger brother, but I knew all the.
I
dirty
can't
shit.
believe you haven't heard at least the first two that I said. Like,
I haven't. Your dad came. Your RIP dad used to come over, and he used to tell these all. He used to spit all these one-liners out. It was like new editions of Married with Children.
This
I'm
is
like,
all
oh
shit
my
that I
gosh.
heard growing up my whole
Oh,
life. That
I've
it
never
wasn't.
heard any of this stuff.
Oh man.
It was Married with Children.
All right,
Do an
all right,
episode of Married with
All
Children.
right, so earlier I was gonna start talking. I was gonna save it for the podcast. So this guy came in today and he thought he was all funny. He was like, "You want to see my Pride and Joy?" And there was a picture in his wallet that was I guess
my
Pride.
God.
Pride is like a cleaning solution, and then Joy the soap. And it was like Pride and Joy. And he's like,
oh my
and I was
God.
like, "Oh,
gonna
that's
punch him in
clever."
Are
the
you
face.
serious?
I like that. Yeah, I'm
I thought it was
serious.
gonna be his penis, dude.
Dead serious. I thought it was too. I was like, "Yeah."
What a fucking idiot.
So then he's like, all right. It's like, what do you call a one-legged lady? And I was like, my dad's girlfriend. But that wasn't the answer.
Oh, you can't let that. That's that's coming up, and Jason tells a story from his past.
Oh yeah. So then he was like, "What do you call a one-legged lady?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know." And he's like, Eileen. And I was like, "Oh, that's clever." And he's like, "What do you call a one-legged Japanese lady?" And I was like, "I don't know." And he said, "Irene,"
Irene.
which I thought was clever.
That's good.
That one got me. That one made me laugh a little bit.
You're like, would you like that in 20s, sir?
he was like, "Where does she work?" IHOP.
Oh my god.
It was like day of like horrible jokes. It was really odd.
I wonder
But
if he looks those up before he leaves the house. Like,
he had to have. They told me some other bad joke too that I was just like, ah.
if he went as far to print out Pride and Joy.
Pride and Joy. It was in his picture thing. In
Oh
his
my
fucking wall.
goodness
It was bad.
gracious!
It was
Like,
really bad.
Who even has a picture part of their wallet anymore?
I know.
thought-
I took mine
like,
out in like seventh grade.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I would always just pull them out, and now that I'm older, I'm like, no one prints pictures. They have iPhones. Like that. Like. Stupid.
When I was younger, I had all the homies in there. The pictures that we took in the little like the little 4 strip at the mall.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Photo booth. Yeah.
that thing.
Those are
You
still
and
a
your
thing.
homies
People love those.
crammed in there.
What are they called again?
Photo booth. It's an app on your MacBook. Oh wait, you don't have.
Yeah, I
one.
was like, I have that on my phone.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man. Oh, Giants just lost. Oh damn it.
Oh, Bud finally logged on.
Oh crap.
Right at the end of the
Right at the end.
podcast. Where are we at? Are we at 45 minutes?
Yeah, we're like 55, something like that. I don't know. I don't know. My timing's off because it started recording like earlier than we
Let's
started.
wrap it up with the what would you rather. Do you have any? Because if not, I do.
I don't. So yeah, you go for it. I was gonna
Okay.
bullshit one, but
What's that?
I was gonna bullshit one, but I have nothing. So.
Oh, okay, so actually, I was playing this game with Crystal and Blake the other day, and it was like a kind of a teen kids version of like a Would You Rather game, and you had to guess what you think I would pick. And one of them was odd. One of them is, would you rather walk around? Would you rather take off your socks and have to put them in your mouth and take them to the laundry basket every time, or would you rather flush the toilet with your tongue? Like that's like how you flush the toilet. You just have to
Socks
flush
in
it with your
mouth.
tongue. Right? Like that was a no-brainer.
I'm not touching that
Mike's
dirty ass toilet with
debating.
my tongue.
Yeah, socks.
Can your tongue even flush the toilet?
I mean, my
Socks
feet
for sure.
stink, and I would still put my socks in my mouth.
Well, I don't really put my socks in the hamper.
Mine
What
don't.
do you do with them?
I mean, they eventually
laundry-
get there. I know. I fucking know. Okay. Fucking shit.
Just like over the shoulder, bro.
Over my shoulder with my teeth. No, for sure socks, because I could just put the part that was on my ankle in my fucking mouth. Like,
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought I would like.
Or like,
Yeah.
yeah, whatever. Is there another
Yeah,
one,
I
or is
couldn't-
that it?
I couldn't flush the toilet. That's the first one that came to mind. I don't recall what the other ones were, but there was a lot of other ones that were all right.
I was watching an old episode of The Adventures of Pete and Pete, and they had a Would You Rather. So it was, would you rather be rich forever or poop out of your nose? And it kind of didn't make sense. Like, wait, I have to shit out of my nose or be rich? Like,
I feel like there should be a second part. It should be like, be rich
Yeah.
forever, but you
you
poop
know,
out of
you
your
know
nose.
what I think it was? I think that's what it was. I think it
Or-
was, would you want to be rich forever, but you had to poop out of your nose? Would you do that? I don't think I would poop. I mean, I'd be like, well,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
let's not rocket a poo out real quick.
Absolutely. Are you?
Yeah, I
you
think
have
I
little
would.
dingleberries when you're talking to someone.
I
I wouldn't have a mustache anymore, for sure.
I think
I grow my
I think
mustache on my ass.
My butt's about that, Harry. It wouldn't be so bad.
I don't want dingleberries, dude. Not in public. I don't know if people can see, but I'll put a diaper on my face, like when I'm older.
Yeah, you think all those people in China have a cold, but they really took that proposition, and now they're just wearing a face diaper.
they got to talk to the genie and they made that wish, but that's the only bad thing about it. Fuck, man.
Story.
Yep.
Well, thanks to everybody for tuning in to Random Friend Squad. Hopefully, we will be up on
Oh yeah, we're changing our
iTunes.
schedule.
up on iTunes soon. Yeah, our schedule is changing. We're going to be posting on Mondays now because Michael has school and had to fuck up the whole feng shui of the podcast.
Yep, so
It's
we
all
have
right.
to schedule
I
I've,
still
more.
love
I've been
you.
doing really bad at uploading on time anyway, and I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah. So our one viewer, Mark.
Mark, sorry for
Appreciate
the
you.
inconvenience, and all of our parents.
Now it's going to be Mondays,
Yeah.
and all of our parents and
Yeah,
Can
you
you
know-
go splash your Can you go splash your laundry on him real quick?
Yeah, hold on one second.
Yes, that's going to be our outro. Deuces.
You can catch Mike at youtube.com/nerdy9tails and Random Friend Squad at youtube.com/Random Friend Squad and me at youtube.com/RFS
Yeah,
band.
Jason fucking rocks. JSON.com.
You can catch Jason anywhere that there's shade. And we'll see you guys next week on Random Friend Squad.
Deuces.